In a small elementary school in Turkey, something magical happened on a cold Monday morning as the third-grade students settled into their seats. Suddenly, an orange cat walked confidently into the room, surprising the students and their teacher, who saw his visit as an opportunity to add a special touch to their usual daily routine. An unexpected bond began to form between the students and the stray cat, whom they named Tomby. Tomby was different from the other cat that roamed the school garden. He preferred the company of humans and would approach the students seeking care and attention. The children responded enthusiastically, petting him, playing with him, and giving him food. Over time, Tomby became an integral part of the class, which led to a noticeable improvement in the students' concentration and a decrease in distractions during lessons. However, this new relationship faced a major challenge when one of the parents expressed concern about the allergies the cat might cause for some students. Despite the teacher's attempts to explain the positive impact Tomby had on the class, the school administration decided to relocate the cat to ensure the students' safety. The teacher and the students felt very sad about this decision, and the teacher began searching for a new home for Tomby. She took him to a veterinary hospital in preparation for this transition. Eventually, the teacher found a new home for Tomby, but the class was never the same again. The students felt a deep sense of loss for their furry friend, who used to bring joy and comfort to their daily lives. Despite the separation, Tomby left an unforgettable mark on the students' hearts and valuable lessons about friendship, empathy, and the positive impact that unexpected relationships can have on our lives. At the veterinarian's clinic, the atmosphere was tense, and Tomby, sensing the change, began to feel uneasy. This routine visit turned into a harsh reminder of the drastic change in his life. He eventually found a new home, but the cat struggled to adapt, refusing to eat and showing signs of depression, which affected his well-being in the unfamiliar new environment. At the same time, the students, who were unaware of Tomby's suffering, were struggling with the emotional turmoil caused by the loss of their feline friend. The students received news of Tomby's unhappiness, and their once lively spirits turned to sadness, driven by a desperate longing to reconnect with their furry companion. The students wrote heartfelt letters and drew pictures, pouring their feelings and memories onto paper. However, their attempts seemed futile, as Tomby remained distant and unresponsive, longing to see the familiar faces of the third-grade students. Unfortunately, this also led his adoptive family to abandon him. Ms. Binar couldn't bear to see her students in such distress, and she also felt a deep sense of responsibility toward Tomby. So, she went to the shelter where Tomby had been taken and brought the cat to her home, hoping to provide the personal care he needed. It was a difficult task, as he remained clearly depressed, longing to return to the students who had become his family. In the silence and solitude of Ms. Binar's home, Tomby began to eat again, comforted by the presence of the teacher who had shown him kindness. However, the depression persisted. Tomby's eyes reflected the sadness of being separated from his beloved friends in the third grade, showing that his heart belonged with the students. Ms. Binar knew she had to come up with a plan to return Tomby to his true companions. She began brainstorming ideas to convince the authorities, the school administration, that Tomby's presence was essential for the students' well-being. Ms. Binar understood that her responsibility went beyond the classroom, and she was determined to set things right for both Tomby and her students. Facing the challenge of convincing the school authorities to allow the cat back into the classroom, Ms. Binar decided to take a bold step. She shared Tomby's story on social media, hoping to gain support for the students and highlight the positive impact he had on her students. Unexpectedly, the post went viral across multiple platforms, attracting the attention of not only the school administration, but also the local education chief. The touching social media post reached the parents who had initially expressed concerns about allergies. After seeing Tommy's story and witnessing the true bond between the cat and the children, they had a change of heart. The wave of public support, driven by the power of social media, led the school to reconsider its decision. The regional director of National Education in Ayr launched an investigation to determine whether the cat posed a health risk to the students. In the end, he ordered Tommy to be returned to his classmates. News of Tommy's return spread like wildfire throughout the school, creating a wave of excitement and camaraderie among the third-grade students. Their furry friend was coming back, and soon the classroom would once again be filled with the joy and laughter he brought. With the final decision made, this story turned into a series of books that narrate the adventures of Tommy and his friends, emphasizing the power of friendship and community in overcoming obstacles and making a positive change. Ms. Binar, accompanied by the students, took Tommy to the municipal clinic for a full checkup and vaccinations. The children, eager to accompany their furry friend, showed their commitment to his well-being. The visit to the veterinarian ensured that he was in good health and ready to resume his role as the beloved class companion. With Tommy returning to the classroom, the students took responsibility for caring for their furry friend, learning how to treat animals gently and taking turns to make sure he felt loved and cared for. The classroom, which used to be unruly, turned into a haven of responsibility and compassion, inspired by the presence of their extraordinary furry friend. Ms. Binar, who was deeply moved by the positive impact Tommy had on her students, found inspiration to start an educational book series. The series featured Tommy and his classmates in various adventures, emphasizing the value of friendship, responsibility, and compassion. The books resonated with students all over the country, creating a new enthusiasm for reading and learning. The success of the book series about Tommy and his classmates exceeded all expectations, as almost every child in the school was eager to read the stories, and the books became an essential part of the curriculum. Ms. Binar's initiative not only enhanced the students' reading and writing skills, but also instilled important life lessons about empathy and understanding. Then, this dedicated teacher decided to use the proceeds from the book series to make a positive impact outside the classroom. The money was donated to the local animal shelter to support the care and welfare of other animals in need. Tomby's extraordinary journey not only enriched the lives of the students, but also became a catalyst for positive change in the wider community. Ms. Binar's dedication to her students and Tomby's well-being showed that a teacher's responsibility sometimes goes beyond textbooks and lessons. The bond between the stray cat and the third-grade class is a testament to the power of empathy and understanding, teaching everyone involved. Sometimes, unexpected connections can create extraordinary moments in ordinary life. Share your stories about the lessons, joy, and unexpected wisdom that our furry friends can bring to the classroom. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode, and we'll see you in the next one.